Bobby Rahal'S career began at age 17 when his father convinced an event official in Canada that his son was 18 and legal to compete. And the rest is racing history. At 21, he took his first laps at Mid-Ohio. Today, he takes his last, and it still hasn't sunk in.
It's a little unreal for me, really, because I never expected to do all this. There was never the grand plan. It just, we worked hard, we sacrificed a lot.
At the same time his sacrifices have not gone unnoticed by the fans, Rahal is quick to acknowledge those same fans who kept him going through the years.
To walk away from that is traumatic. The roar of the crowd. I mean, there's something, it is a drug in some respects. At Michigan, when they announced the drivers, I had a standing ovation, 80,000 people clapping. There was a few boos thrown in there, but 99.9% of it was clapping and cheering, and it really hits you.
His trophy room is testimony to greatness. The two-time Driver of the Year won the Indy 500 twice and doubled up here at Mid-Ohio as well. But Rahal still keeps perspective.
I really was. Throughout my career, I was lucky. I think I worked hard to try to be a part of them, but nevertheless, I know a lot of people who work hard and don't get the breaks.
His biggest break was actually his breakthrough. In 1986, Rahal'S mentor, Jim Truman, fought off cancer long enough to see Bobby win the Indy 500.
It's unbelievable. I mean, it's not just that it's the 500, that's an ultimate goal, but it's something we set out to do when we came IndyCar racing 5 years ago. And our crew worked damn hard, and I'm very proud of everybody, especially Bobby.
Well, it's not often in life that that people are allowed to, or given the opportunity to realize dreams for other people. And as much as winning the Indy 500 was a dream of mine, it was an even bigger dream for Jim.
Now Rahal'S dream is coming to an end, but he is at peace with his decision to stop driving. The only question that remains, who will take his place?
Everybody says, well, who's going to replace you? Well, I say, well, nobody's going to replace me because nobody's me, for better or for worse. I mean, that may sound egotistical, and I don't mean it in that sense. I mean it that whoever comes in is going to bring his own set of characteristics.
A check of Brian Herta's report card would reveal a couple of A's and a couple of C minuses. The Buckeye driver has had some good weekends, but not good enough to place him higher than 7th in the point standings. But that gap could be closing as Herta takes hot laps on a road course where he owns the track record.
And that's a good feeling. I mean, definitely, we get around this place as good as anybody, and so when we come here testing or racing, we always feel like we're one of the guys to beat.
Herta has run in the top 5 late in races, only to find bad fortune. He's got all the ingredients, but the checkered flag hasn't dropped for him.
A lot of things have to go your way. I mean, you got to be fast, but you got to have good luck. You got to be smart and play good strategy, and then of course you got to stay out of trouble.
Herta is learning the first win is always the hardest, but once he gets it, he won't have to answer that dreaded question anymore.
For our sponsors, for the guys that work on my team, I feel like they deserve a win, and I want to give it to them, and I think Bobby wants to go out with a win yet this season. So we're working hard to try to put both cars up on the top of the podium this year.
And if it doesn't happen, it has still been quite a ride at Rahal'S' side.
It's been great. I'll tell you what's amazing is the fan reception he's received at every track we go to, and the standing ovations, and it's nice to see. I know it means a lot to him, or it has been meaning a lot to him, and it's been fun to be a part of that.